Some explanations are simple, others are just useful. I want you to watch what happens when people choose the useful one every single time and what that choice actually costs.
You guys want to know how I know I'm not a racist? It's because when I see a black person speaking like a normal human being and not talking like Popeye's ghetto chicken talk, and they don't sag their pants and they're very courteous, I realize it's not their skin color I hate. It's their culture. I hate the culture of rapping about raping women, stealing, robbing, dealing drugs. I hate it when they don't speak properly. I hate it when they sag their pants. I hate it when they treat other people like shit. Hate it when they don't tip waiters. But when they act like decent human beings, I realize, wow, these are some normal people. And it's really cool.
What he's saying is a reality that a lot of people need to actually face and accept. You know, it's not that people are racist, it's just that people don't want to live in a society filled with people who are inconsiderate, who act and cause problems. You know, nobody wants to live in a low trust society. We want to live in a high trust society where we don't have to deal with garbage. Let's just take a look what the comments have to say. I think it's pretty clear people really like this. Look at the like count, over 128,000 likes. So people like his analogy of the Popeye's chicken. It's ghetto culture because there are whites that are trash too. Yes, so people don't like when white people or any race act like this. They just want a culture that is going to be good. They want a society that's going to behave themselves. Us normal black people hate it too because it reflects badly on all of us. I've seen this a lot. A lot of black people hate other black people that act this way because it does. It sets a really bad image on them. Why does it matter if they sag, dude? 0 likes on that. So this is just somebody pandering. Something just came across my For You page. Yep, so 7,700 likes. So people really like that. That's a conversation nobody wants to have, but it's a conversation that we have to have. Common sense, by the way. Whoa, 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 too much common sense. So everybody agrees with this guy.
Well, he separated skin from behavior in under a minute. Sagging pants, language that turns every interaction into a performance, music that glamorizes the same destruction, treating service workers like they exist to be disrespected. When those things are gone, the hostility disappears, right? The political side that calls any of this racist isn't protecting people. Now the whole, ghetto chicken stuff, yeah, we could have, that's neither here nor there, but, I'm just saying that it's protecting the behaviors that keep the same neighborhood stuck, if you want to stay focused, locked in on that. The protection has a body count, and it never shows up in the slogans. That's all I'm saying. Now, I want you to watch someone ask for evidence instead of feelings.
What's different about the white man than you?
Oh, let's see. He stole everything he has. He got 240
What has
years.
he stolen from you?
Free labor from black people.
What has
black
he
people
stolen
built
from
this
black
country.
people today?
Oh, he stole our culture. He stole our language. He stole our heritage. He stole our labor. He murdered and slaughtered our children, our babies, our women, our men. Do we need to continue? Stole inventions that we couldn't patent because they created a patent office.
What's your language that they stole?
The different African dialects they stole. We didn't come here speaking English.
But white people speak English. They don't speak African dialect.
So, when we came off the ships, we didn't speak English, so you stole our language.
What do you mean they stole it?
They wouldn't allow you to speak it, and they'll beat the hell out of you or kill you.
So you
stole
came off the ship speaking black stuff?
What is black stuff? It's African languages.
Yeah, you came off the ship speaking that?
My ancestors did.
What's preventing you from speaking it now? All you do, learn it and speak it. No one cares.
What's preventing me from speaking it now? Because, number one, we lived in a colonized society. We speak a colonized language. And so, unfortunately, we have to teach our children English.
Why is it that black men, such as yourself, don't feel embarrassed publicly complaining about white men and how they're holding you back? And you got all these excuses. Normal men don't have excuses.
Well, what did the white man steal from you was the question. Not a vibe, not a narrative, an actual inventory. The answer keeps sliding backward into ships and to colonization because the president doesn't supply the clean villains the story requires. Now, when politics need the past more than it needs the president, it would always choose the past. And the people living right now pay for that choice and lowered expectations and endless excuses. Now, this next one is why the title exists.
He poses a simple question. Hey, what can black women do, or black people in particular, what can they do, or what can't they do that white people can do?
I do that you can't do as a black, I'm assuming, black person in this country.
People with more privilege, we can go out there and fight and use our voices to make sure that these things are corrected. Because since
You're saying you can't do that.
I'm not saying I couldn't. I never said that.
Okay, so answer the question then. What can I do that you can't do? It's a very simple question. And if you show me, then we can show the systemic racism is real.
You can go to some places and not have to walk around being judged, or...
How do you know people are judging you? How do you know? How do you know? I'll walk every day in Texas. I never see black people except myself. Am I being judged? Man, there's times where every single day, by the way, if you want to know something personal about me, every single day I take my son for a bike ride. The only days we don't go is because it's too hot or whatever. But every day I take him. And there are times where we obviously are riding next to people. We pass by and some people will wave and some people won't. Are the people who won't wave, are they not going to wave because I'm black? Or they're not waving because they're probably not even mentally there. They're somewhere else, right? Like, why do I think I'm so entitled that when someone sees me, they must say hi? Like, who thinks that way? Entitled people think that way. Ignorant people think that way. They don't know what that other person's going through. So why even jump to the conclusion that you're being judged because someone may not say hi to you, they may not look at you. Even if they look at you, that's still no guarantee they'll say hi. There are people, they just hate themselves. Why would they say hi to you, right? It's got nothing to do with skin color. She can't answer the simple question. This goes back to rights in America, and it has to go back to black and white in America, right? Women have, in my opinion, even more rights sometimes than men do in certain contexts. And black and white people have the same rights. This is 2026. This is not Jim Crow. But Democrats want them to feel like we're in Jim Crow. And because she's bought into that mindset, as I said, she gets an F minus.
I love the grading he does. Now, one question. What can white Americans do today that black Americans cannot? No answer. Just judgment, just privilege, just fog. In 2026, the legal differences are gone. The practical ones are gone. Yet the entire machine still needs the differences to exist. So it invents new ones out of tone of voice and eye contact. Now, when your politics requires a permanent restriction that no longer exists, you will manufacture one. That manufacturing process is not harmless. It trains people to scan for offense instead of building anything that lasts. But the volume just goes up from here.
White women, natural hair is not straight. They're natural. If they do nothing to it, it's not straight.
Wait.
Indian hair is naturally straight.
40? Okay, 1 second.
Indian hair is naturally
One second.
straight.
1 second. 45% of white women grow naturally straight hair.
That's
No,
Florida.
okay, 1 second. 1 second.
100% of white women are from the mountains of the Caucasus. They don't even exist. They're a mutation. Yeah, cancel me. I'm not an influencer. I don't give a cancel me. They're all from the mountains of the Caucasus. They don't even exist. Black people have the only original genetic DNA. We're the only people that produce original fucking DNA. Every other race is mutated. I swear to God.
Who made flat irons?
Black women. Hello.
I'm not sure who created
Who
the
made hair gel? Black women. Black women.
Okay, but
Black
1
women.
second.
Weren't they
One,
here
1
to-
second. So, okay, can we at least agree though? 45% of white.
not
Hold on,
agreeing with shit.
wait, 1 second. 45% of. Okay, 1 second. No, 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah. Original genetic DNA delivered like a courtroom revelation. Meanwhile, marriage rates sit near 30% and the conversation stays locked on here in ancestry most people couldn't place on a map. When identity becomes the highest value, everything that actually predicts outcomes, two-parent homes, delayed gratification, standards, stuff like that, it gets treated as secondary. That ranking has consequences. Children feel them first. And it gets more inventive?
Sometimes I wonder if the world can get any more stupid and this person opens her mouth.
The World Cup that captured the imaginations of the entire world when they saw all of these people of color that was playing for all these teams. And ultimately, if you recall, the last two teams, it was Argentina and Spain. And it seemed like the vast majority of the world was rooting for...
Please don't do this.
Argentina, or actually against Argentina, right? And why was that? Just give me an explanation if you could guess.
Spain had the best team. Maybe that's why they were rooting for them.
Gotcha. There's also a racist history that exists.
Mr. Byer, you're recognized.
Thank you.
Just, you got to take a deep breath after that. You really do, because you've just absorbed the poison of stupid. Like that's moron just spilled out onto you. You didn't know that pulling for or against your team was going to be an expression of hate until Jasmine classified that for you. You got to have some diversity in who you pull for. You got to, or else you're going to be called out in front of Congress. I mean, competition's been around for a long time. I mean, just ask the Greeks. Ooh, unless it's a Christopher Nolan version of the Greeks in the Odyssey. Otherwise, they're way too white.
Oh my gosh. Jasmine Crockett looked at the World Cup and finally, in the finale, they looked at the World Cup final. Let me get that correct. And decided the score was about Argentina's racist history. Sports, scoreboard, grown adults rooting for a team, now radicalized. When every outcome must be forced through the same filter, nothing is allowed to simply be what it is. Soccer becomes politics. Hair becomes politics. Language becomes politics. The result is a public square where no shared activity is safe from the same accusation. That is not justice, man. That is exhaustion. That is exhaustion. So does moral clarity, too. And then the rewrite goes full volume.
For those of y'all that hate black people so bad, y'all know that we really have never done anything to you. You've always stalked and bothered us since the beginning. We taught you everything you know. We taught you how to bathe. We taught you how to speak. We taught you that animals shouldn't sleep in the bed and in a house with you. We taught you that. Yet you still hate us. We taught you everything you know and you turned on us. And you took over America. The nerve of you leeches and thieves.
Oh, wow. We taught you how to bathe. We taught you how to speak. A complete inversion of the historical record, delivered with absolute certainty. Now, the same voices that demand precision on every other subject suddenly have no problem rewriting the entire past when the rewrite feeds the anger. Anger pointed outward is useful. Anger pointed at the decisions made by today is not. So the outward version gets rewarded and the inward version gets called betrayal. There's a cost to building politics around the permanent need for an external enemy. It keeps standards low because high standards would expose the story. It keeps families fragile because strong families reduce the need for the story. It keeps young people scanning for disrespect instead of building competence because competence would make the story less necessary. The people who benefit from that arrangement are not the ones living inside the neighborhoods it produces. If anything, they're the ones who get to keep the arrangement running. A culture that refuses to tell the truth about behavior, man, will eventually lose the ability to require better behavior. And once that ability is gone, the only thing left is louder explanations for why nothing improves. So I want you to comment the word ownership. Ownership. I don't know what I said. What I say? Ownership. I don't know what I said. If you made it to oh, man. And what scripture do I want to leave y'all with today? Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever one sows, that will he also reap. Galatians 6:7. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can definitely be saving their life. Peace.